Dear viewers, we have a special guest who is a soil scientist and who is helping farmers to multiply their product. And we have with us this special guest. Hi, sir. Please share your experience working with this kind of a new environment where you are enhancing the soil health.
I'm Dr. Saravanan. Previously, I was working as a scientist for some 17 years in Tamil Nadu Agriculture University.
Okay.
As my heart felt, I should do more of groundwork in the field and help farmers. To start with my native farmers from my native area, that is the Tirupur district.
Okay.
So I resigned the job so that I can focus on this, so that I can focus more on that.
Very good.
Working and helping farmers was not practically peaceful for me.
Okay.
So I wanted to focus, so I resigned the job and came back to my native.
Okay.
There is Somangote village in Molanur block of Saravanan area in Tirupur district. There Moringa is the most popular crop, considering the climate, drier climate and the soil conditions. So, but in Moringa, the drumstick, in the peak production season, the price drops even to 10 rupees per kg, which doesn't meet even the harvesting charges for the farmer. So I wanted to evolve something, some alternative one, which has a stable income. So given the increased demand and for Moringa leaves, especially in Europe and US, there is an increase in demand. So, but nobody was cultivating Moringa for leaves in my area, because almost 100% were for drumsticks also.
Okay. Very good.
Just the, yeah, please.
So coming to this point, your company needs Arms for Farmers Private Limited. So you're really giving better arms for the farmers.
Yeah.
So you're using soil health as a fundamental base for your activities.
Yes.
Please help us to understand the primary detailing that you are doing on soil health management.
Yes. Yes. Soil is the base for the farmer.
Okay.
To sustain productivity. So enhancing its health is critical.
Yeah.
So for Moringa farming also, I developed a new technique called bundle mulching. Bundle mulching, which takes care of moisture conservation, weed control, tillage, and also biodiversity, maintaining soil biodiversity. Apart from that, crop produce, the quality of the produce also enhanced. The anti-oxidant property also got increased in Moringa. Having witnessed this in Moringa, then I was supplying it to exporters for Moringa. Then for value, people who do value addition in using Moringa leaves. Moringa is known as a superfood, given its protein and mineral content, vitamins content.
Yeah, right.
Then, but the labor costs were higher for Moringa. So then I shifted the same technique to papaya. Which has less labor. Given for to harvest 1 kg of leaves, I have to spend more than 1 hour to get the leaves individually separated. But within 2 seconds, I can harvest 2 kg papaya. So that's what serves the purpose for me. Not the choice of the crop alone. So the labor requirement also decided. So given the proximity to Tirupur and Coimbatore, so there was labor shortage. So this help, even I can harvest a day's produce by myself. So that's why I shifted to papaya. The same thing I applied. Then I observed a tremendous change in the quality of the produce, which received exemplary response.
So coming back to this fundamental question of this soil preparation, can you help us to understand the fundamental shift and changes that you brought?
Yes.
How it is different from the conventional old method of doing farming?
Yeah, that's a very interesting and important question.
Okay.
You know that soil is a living body. Even scientists define as a natural living body.
Okay.
But for a living body to thrive, you need shade and moisture as fundamental requirements.
Absolutely.
But most of our field operation, we till the soil, we plow the soil, and keep the soil exposed to the sunlight. So it deprives the soil of moisture and also shade. Once you don't have moisture and shade, there is less possibility for the life to flourish. Other than the plants. Of course, they have a rooting system preserved deeper inside the soil. But for the other organisms, not only earthworms, for the termites, all other insects and fungi and bacteria, not only bacteria. For the fungi to flourish, you need sustained moisture and shade. That I am providing through this technique. A mulching technique. You might be knowing about the use of plastic sheets, mulching for watermelon.
Absolutely.
But there, only weed growth is checked, but we don't provide food for the soil.
Oh.
That plastic cannot be eaten by the soil organism.
Oh, okay.
By I'm harvesting crop residue and even Kambu Napier fodder grass. The fodder grass which I use to feed cattle, I use the same thing to feed the soil. I make it as a bundle of almost 1 feet diameter. Make it as a bundle with I make it as a bundle with twine and stake it alongside the crop.
Oh, very good.
For example, 2 feet breadth. I will keep it
Okay.
over the soil surface.
Okay.
So where below which I will be running these drip lines, laterals. The water will be supplied and it will not be exposed to the sunlight. So instead of irrigating within 3 days, it's enough if I irrigate after 1 week.
Okay.
So the area which I can irrigate with the same water can be doubled.
Oh, okay.
So, and it is achieved in an organic way. That is special about it. Not through plastic sheet,
Right.
but this bundle melt which is eaten by termites. Will the termites feed the soil, it mixes the soil. The soil from beneath is brought upward.
Okay.
So the soil level, the surface is brought at least up to 20 centimeter upwards.
Oh, okay.
So it loosens the soil, the bulk density reduces. Thereby the proliferation of roots is made easier. You will be shocked to see the roots growing upward under this bulbing bunching.
Okay.
Because bundle mulching creates this fine till. Apart from that, it provides the organic carbon required for their multiplication. So it allows that humus. What you see in a forest side.
Okay.
There the leaf litter falls and the leaf litter remains undisturbed. Only when it remains undisturbed, it creates a